And welcome back to Crypto Hulk program. We got a great show today. Satoshi Nakamoto. So HBO does all this investigation, and HBO, I guess they find out who is Satoshi. This is what the article is telling me. We're going to go over this today on Crypto Hulk. I got evidence I'm sure HBO doesn't have. I did a little investigation on Satoshi. I know it's not him. There's probably a group of people, 4 people, that are Satoshi. It's the government. Satoshi is not a person, it's the government. And I'm not going to get into all this today, but my name's Crypto Hulk. I got a little bit of a show for you today. Let me see if I can find this article. Okay, there it is, right there. I've got a lot of articles mixed up, but we're going to start off with that. The Satoshi Nakamoto. Let me copy and paste this initial Cointelegraph. Oh, if it's on Cointelegraph, it's got to be true, Crypto Hulk. I'll show you right here. Okay. Driscoll. Let's see. RD. So, HBO, let's go over this article. I got a little something. Who's Nick Sabo? The man some believe is Bitcoin inventor Satoshi Nakamoto. The true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto remains a mystery. Could it be Nick Sabo? A new HBO documentary airing on October 8th has teased that it has discovered the real Satoshi Nakamoto. While it could be a marketing trick, the announcement has fueled renewed speculation as to who could be the inventor of Bitcoin. Oh, man. One person has been tipped as the potential real Satoshi is Nick Sabo, a American cryptographer, legal scholar, and computer scientist who has contributed greatly to the blockchain sector since the early 1990s. That's to say, Sabo was contributing to blockchain before Bitcoin was even a thing. Sabo graduated from the University of Washington with a degree in computer science in 1989 and holds a Juris Doctor degree from George Washington University Law School. Well, isn't that something? He's a doctorate in law. In 1994, Sabo introduced the term smart contracts to bring legal surety into the digital realm via code. Smart contracts went on to become the basis of the wider blockchain industry. In 1998, Sabo proposed a new form of currency called BitGold. Sabo's BitGold was different from other currencies because it was entirely digital. It didn't require any intermediaries and solved the double spend problem via proof of work. Oh man, are you hearing this? In 1998, he solved Bitcoin's problem of double spend. That was about 10 to 11 years before Bitcoin even came out. He solved the problem of it. Oh, snap. Looks like he's not Satoshi. Because he solved the problem of double spend before Bitcoin was even made. Oops. Spoiler alert. Sabo went on to describe the reasoning for his theoretical currency. Thusly, a long time ago, I hit upon the idea of bit gold. The problem, in a nutshell, is that our money currently depends on trust in a third party for its value. As many inflationary and hyperinflationary episodes during the 20th century demonstrated that it is not an ideal state of affairs. Talks about Satoshi coming up, talks about the HBO documentary. In his book, Bitcoin, The Future of Money, author Dominic Frisby contends that Sabo and Satoshi have remarkably similar writing styles. As a bonus, both also reference the economist Carl Menger. Nick Sabo has denied being Satoshi Nakamoto, placing him in sharp contrast to those who would claim that crown. Very interesting. Now we're looking at who invented Bitcoin. Nick Sabo. We're going to go next to I made a video. It's about a minute and a half long. It was the Codius video. So go ahead and look into my community page and look for that video there. TK, thank you very much for tax-free donation. Let's be rich. That's what TK says. Montgomery Hilaire, welcome to the entry-level membership. So we're looking at right here pretty much what nobody shows you at all. This is called Codius. There's no other person in the crypto that's going to show you this. I have the original Codius page. That's why I showed you this. It's in different colors. I've got hyperlinks. When I move my mouse over my cursor, when I move my cursor over pretty much all kinds of stuff here, I've got hypertext links that pop up. Other people, look, nobody has this. What I'm showing you here, I made a video last night and posted it. What I'm showing you right here is what nobody else has. No other channel. That's why I appreciate when you become a member on my show and support the channel, is that you're seeing stuff no other channel has. You're looking at Codius from like 10 years ago, July 2014. What you're looking at is from 10 years ago in 2 or 3 months, Codius, as it was originally put out on the internet. No other platform, website has this except me. And I'm making an open, free show, so now you get to see what nobody else has. What we're looking at here with Codius, it says smart oracles, a simple, powerful approach to smart contracts. I can run my mouse over all these things and hypertext links pop up. It's amazing. What we're going to scroll down to is where it starts saying from oracles to smart oracles. Now, different platforms have oracles. I'm sure Ethereum has oracles, Bitcoin has oracles, but they don't have smart oracles. The concept of smart contracts is widely attributed to Nick Sabo, who in the late 1990s argued that formalizing relationships and coding and encoding them in software and hardware would simplify and secure business logic and functionality. Nick Sabo wrote of embedding contractual clauses such as bonds and property rights. Sabo used the example of the vending machine. Here's what nobody talks about. So Nick Sabo showed us the earliest example of a smart contract is a vending machine where you put in like a couple quarters. Nowadays, you put in like a dollar bill, more than $1 bill, and you push a button, and then out pops whatever water candy that you chose. Sabo used the example of the vending machine as a primitive ancestor of smart contracts because its hardware and software enforce a simple contractual agreement. Anyone who inserts money will receive a snack in return, even though no explicit contract was ever made with the machine's owner. Now, there's a man named Wei Day, that's WEI, and then DEI, also wrote about digital contracts in his B Money proposal in the late 1990s, describing self-enforcing cryptography-based contracts not too dissimilar to Sabo's ideas. So this right here, now that's really interesting that we have this. The next, if you look on my community page, I made another video. Let me check my community page right here real quick. Hold on a minute. Okay, maybe it's under my videos page. Let me look there. Well, now that's interesting. I don't have that there either. Well, then I'm going to make. Wait a minute. I know I made the video. Well, damn, that's totally weird. It appears that it's very possible YT deleted the video. Ain't that something? Because I loaded it last night. I did all these videos. I loaded them last night. I'm going to load them right now. Okay, so there is the full Codius video. Wow, and that's I'm going to make the video right now. So here's Nick Sabo's papers and concise tutorial. So this guy was a lawyer, a doctorate in law. He had a Juris Doctor. What is the meaning of security? So here's this guy's information right there. Let me post it for you. It's kind of weird how I posted all this and then YouTube like doesn't even show it at all. So here we have Nick Sabo, his personal information right here. Now, of course, it shows right there, 2015. Now, I'm just showing you his personal, not resume, but all the work he's done. He made a page and he hyperlinked all of this. I can click on any of this stuff and I got it. I'm telling you what, HBO doesn't have any of this. Okay. Let me look on my page right here. Let's see. Look on my channel. Videos page. Okay. I've got two videos trying to load right now. The first one is 1 minute, 32 seconds long. And it does work. It's a little blurry. But this one is the Codius video. And if you scroll down with Codius, from oracles to smart oracles, if you scroll down to that, you can read the concept of smart contracts is widely attributed to Nick Sabo. You can see that's clear. I highlighted that for you. Then there is a hypertext link with the name Nick Sabo. If you click on that, then you get the actual Nick Sabo's page. Okay, now the two videos are fully loaded. So you go to my page, you go to the videos section, and you can see where I show you the videos right there, 1997. See, I know HBO doesn't have what I have. I would be shocked if they have the information that I have. That Nick Sabo, it's not Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, Nick Sabo is very smart. From the information I see, the guy could be Satoshi. He's a genius, but it's not him. Disclaimer fund, Myrtle XRP. Thank you very much for that tax-free donation to the channel. TK says, let's be rich. I think I already went over that one. So what I just have showed you here, let me look. Hold on just a minute. So I've got videos. Okay. So what I have here, I got two things, Codius and then Nick Sabo's papers that he's typed up. Nick Sabo's essays, papers, and concise tutorials. Nick Sabo was a pretty sharp dude, let me tell you. Okay. He was not Satoshi. Satoshi was the United States government. But what I've shown you here, which I don't think HBO has at all, I've got evidence here on all the works that Nick Sabo has done. He's a genius. He was hired by somebody from the government, and those are the people that are Satoshi. What they've done is used his knowledge, just like with Jed McCaleb. They used his knowledge to create something that the government wanted, and that's what Bitcoin is or was like a test to see how it would work. And what I'm showing you here is a collection of all the intellectual knowledge that Nick Sabo has. I've got it right here. I have not seen the HBO documentary, so I'm not claiming that I have. But one thing that I do know is they don't have the evidence that I have. So here's the Nick Sabo's essays, papers, and concise tutorials. And you can look to there. The guy is definitely a genius, but definitely not Satoshi Nakamoto. That's for certain. The government is Satoshi, yes. The people behind the creation of the internet are the same people behind the creation of Bitcoin. Same with Ripple. Crypto Hulk showed us already. Yep. HBO's been talking to Elon too much. Arthur Brito, not Brennan. Steve Wright, David Schwartz. No, it's not David Schwartz. It's not Arthur Brito. Steve Wright. Now, they might have had a part in it. Where we're looking at the evidence I showed you. Look, David Schwartz is a genius. This Nick Sabo guy is a genius. I don't know anything about Steve Wright, so I can't comment. But the people that we've named, they were picked up by the government to work for them. So, yeah, we don't know who are the people that made Bitcoin. It wasn't one person, it was a group of people. Now David Schwartz is really under non-disclosure agreements, so he can't tell us anything of anything importance. So when David Schwartz talks, we can't really listen to him as far as really good juicy information. He's under contract where he can't tell us. So we have to kind of just let that go. But is he part of Bitcoin? You know what? It's fun to speculate and guess. I don't know. I can't really say. But I know that David Schwartz, as far as intelligence wise, he's right up there with the Nick Szabo. And I can't tell you. I don't know. But the information I showed you now, I haven't clicked. I could do a show where we do a deep dive on Nick Szabo, and I can click on all these books and stuff that he's written and articles. Um, but you know, it's not him. Satoshi is not him. I think definitely David Schwartz and Nick Szabo, they know who Satoshi is. They know. Because these two guys really stand out as the brains and genius of cryptography. And a guy like Nick Szabo, like he knows it's a government agency, is who Satoshi is. So I just wanted to put that out there. The information, and I can click on all these hypertexted links, and then I got to read. Like it's not going to end. But I just wanted to put this out there because HBO. Um, let's look here. So the article, "Who's Nick Szabo? The man some believe is Bitcoin inventor." I don't believe that it's him. I know that Nick Szabo is a genius when it comes to cryptography and all that. Yeah, I mean, he's got a doctorate degree in law. Um, so he's a smart fellow. But nonetheless, Szabo graduated from the University of Washington with a degree in computer science. So he graduates when I was 19 in 1989, and then he holds a doctorate degree from George Washington University. He's the one who introduced the term smart contracts, but I think he did the bidding for a government agency. So this guy is not Satoshi. Yeah. Zabel went on to describe the reasoning for his theoretical currency. So he made like Bitgold and made an attempt at a form of currency. And then HBO picked up the story and ran with it. But there you have it. So there's my little um, Satoshi Nakamoto response to Bitcoin. I'm going to close this out. Let me check some comments here real quick. The documentary is Bull. Yeah, I'll just tell you what, I'm pretty good at researching, and I'm going to say, like, HBO doesn't have what I have. No, these people, no. You're watching a channel, you're watching a show. All 242 of you are watching a program where I can come up with better evidence than an HBO, which I just did. I haven't deep dived to stuff. Like, I'm not really caring who Bitcoin is. I really don't care. I've got evidence. I could go through all this evidence and look through and research and try to figure. I don't care. Some people do care. They want to know. It's the government who it is. So there's that. Let me look here to our next article. Mastercard. Okay, this is from last night. This is from my show last night. I wasn't able to put this news out there. I want to show you what's going on with Africa. Let me make sure the link went through. Okay. HBO producer was BlackRock. That's what GO says. Okay. What we got here is Mastercard. I want you to see what's going on in Africa. I told all of you, Africa is like the last frontier. When Africa is all hooked up with crypto, that's pretty massive right there. Mastercard accelerates the path towards real-time card payments. South Africa merchants will soon benefit from same-day payouts and more control over their funds. Now, this is out of Johannesburg. Instant and secure payments can act as a multiplier to help businesses and economies thrive and grow, to further Mastercard's vision of bringing immediacy to card payments. We're talking about immediacy. Like you go to a restaurant, you swipe a credit card. That's what they call payment. Now, if you know anybody who's owned a restaurant or whatever, settlement is when they get paid. So I go eat a meal at a restaurant. I swipe my credit card. I walk out the door. The restaurant doesn't get paid. It takes about a day or two, and then the restaurant's paid. Okay. What MasterCard's working on is when you go to eat and you swipe your card, bam, within 2 to 5 seconds, that restaurant's paid. Not 2 days, not 3 days, 2 to 5 seconds. What's very interesting now, MasterCard payments, what we got going on here, through product innovations, enhancements to its network, and strategic partnerships, MasterCard will enable acquiring banks. MasterCard will be buying banks in Africa to process real-time payments. For the first time, this never happened before, all merchants in South Africa who accept MasterCard payments will receive faster payments, empowering business with better cash flow management and faster funds availability. This in turn provides merchants with more visibility and control over their funds, frees up capital, and increases the velocity of money in the economy, driving growth and innovation. In the future, MasterCard will enable issuing banks in South Africa and around the globe to process real-time card payments. Real-time in Africa, everybody. This initiative aligns with the South African Reserve Bank's SARB, South African Reserve Bank's National Payment System Strategy Vision 2025. Wow. What have I been telling you for 2 years? That something massive is going to happen spring of 2025, right? And what are we looking at right here? 2025. I'm just showing you what MasterCard's doing. I did a show yesterday morning. We went over Africa. A lot of people don't like showing up for certain shows, and that's fine. But what I'm telling you is this. Don't ask me, Crypto Hulk, when is this thing going to take off? Blah, 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 blah. You don't even watch the show about Africa, and your stupid ass wants to ask me questions. Oh, when is this going to take off? When is that? Why don't you stop watching other programs, focus on the real news that I produce right here and show you. That's what's going on. Africa is the last frontier. I've been showing you. If you watch Africa, that's when all the crypto, this real time means like right now. This is what I'm showing you here. Now, this is all important because Mastercard right here, that's a Ripple partner. Let me share this. Get that money, homie. Okay, so right here, we're looking at, let me read off this title. Mastercard partners with Ripple. Swipe your debit card to use XRP. See that right there? So Africa has Mastercard going in there, buying up banks, starting the process of real-time money movement around the world. And Mastercard's a Ripple partner. There you go, right there. The next article right here is the Chinese. And let me get into this. This will be a real quick article I want to show you. This is a big deal. Wow. But it also brings up questions. We're talking about the Chinese, the enemy of the United States, right? Okay. We're going to start off with that. China is the enemy of the United States, okay? And then later, I'm going to show you some evidence. Chinese hackers, they breach AT&T and Verizon in a major wiretap data theft, putting United States national security at risk. Oh, wow. In a cyber attack linked to the Chinese government, major U.S. broadband providers have reportedly been breached, potentially compromising systems used for court-authorized wiretapping requests. The hackers known as Salt Typhoon may have had access to these networks for months. Oh, wow. Posing a significant national security risk. The breach also extended to other sections of internet traffic. The Wall Street Journal citing people familiar with the matter. Well, this is very bad. You got AT&T, who got hacked by the Chinese, Verizon, and then something called Lumen Technologies. The attack, considered a potentially catastrophic security breach, was primarily aimed at intelligence collection. Wow. So, whatever, look, I'm just going to tell you, whatever you put on your phone, they could potentially, I don't know, maybe get into your telephone and look at all your contacts, your pictures. Maybe you were dumb enough to take pictures of the keys to your crypto. You took pictures of that, right? Oh, damn. Now the Chinese have it. Maybe one day you wake up and your crypto account ends up zero. I mean, who knows what the Chinese took? I can't tell you. Now, what we're going to look at next, hold on a minute. Now, I'm just going to show you something real quick here. It's interesting to me how Ripple out of San Francisco hooked up the Chinese government with cryptocurrency, and David Schwartz is probably right there the whole time. I'm sending you a video. It's about 2 minutes long. Go to the 41-second mark. 41-second mark. And what do we see here? Ripple China. We're looking at the CNY. That's the Chinese yuan. CN is country code for China, and the Y is yuan. So in 2013, I want you to understand this because no other channel has the information I have. So I want you to understand this. I'm showing you evidence. I've got a 2-minute video. Let me see what we got right here. Go to the 46-second mark. 46-second mark. Go there. If you look at the 46-second mark, what do we see? Ripple tutorial, Ripple register. We see Ripple Chinese community, China's best Ripple, and I can't read the rest. Crypto Hulk, what is all that? Okay, if you're brand new to my channel, I'm showing you what no other channel has. This is something that's quite massive. You've got a tech company called Ripple out of San Francisco that made, like, this is really massive. Now, we know that Justin Sun, the guy that made Tron, the cryptocurrency called Tron, he used to work for Ripple. Justin Sun was the person that would go from San Francisco to China to help China make cryptocurrency. I want you to see, my channel's the one that exposes this, no other channel. How amazing is that, right? I don't have answers for this. My job is to simply deep dive, find information, and this information right here, I can't explain to you how a tech company in San Francisco actually made the Chinese cryptocurrency called the digital yuan. I don't know why they did it. I mean, we got David Schwartz, who works for Ripple. He's a chief technology officer. He could probably tell us, but no, he's under non-disclosure agreement, so he can't tell us anything. Now, my channel is the only channel on all the cryptocurrency channels that showed you there's a relationship between Ripple and Ripple Chinese community right there. Now, this page that you're looking at is originally in all Chinese. But what I do is I have a little button up here. It says English to Chinese or Chinese to English translation. So otherwise, you wouldn't be able to read this channel. But I have the button up there that I can click the button and it translates it all. We're reading this about the Chinese, and then they hack us. The Chinese are supposedly our enemies. But my question is, why would the United States Department, and I won't say of Defense, allow Ripple Labs out of San Francisco to coordinate with the Chinese and make cryptocurrency? That doesn't make any sense to me. Unless somebody way up high has a relationship with the Chinese and the America and Ripple Russia. We got Russia right there. No other channel is showing these relationships except me. And I don't know, it's just, it kind of makes me rethink everything. Like, how is this possible? How am I the only one able to come up with research findings that show that Ripple out of San Francisco helped make the Chinese cryptocurrency and the Russian? Pretty amazing, isn't it? Think of whatever channels you listen to. Have they found this evidence? No. They got horse shit for brains. They talk about other stuff that's important to them. But with me, it's like, I just don't get how an American company can help a communist country form their own cryptocurrency 10 years ago. For me, like, I just want an answer. Can any other channel produce this kind of evidence? And does any other channel have this kind of conversation with you? No, it's not possible. These people don't have the intellectual fortitude for that. I've only been showing this for about 2 years now, no other channel. But I just find it interesting how we got Ripple Chinese community, Ripple tutorial, on and on. How Ripple made the Chinese money 10 years ago. Like, we don't even hear this on CNBC, CBS, NBC, ABC, nothing. Like, it's only on Crypto Hulk channel. That's what's amazing. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, wow. Now, I know that my higher power has allowed me to find information, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't understand how I'm the only one able to find all this. And with that, where are we at? 47 minutes. Okay, we got 13 minutes to go. Tar Heels. Got 2 more subscriptions to your show. Both say your show is the best. Well, I try my best. I know the information I provide is not on any other channel. So welcome to my program. I was looking through comments right here. Myrtle, thank you very much for the disclaimer fund. Stu, Codius is alive. Very much alive. Dave Ryan gave 5 people memberships. Those 5 people are Ruben Prime. That's the first one. I'm going to let a little bit of time pass. And then Crunch, Skull Crunch 3 or 1. Then Escape Path, Valhalla. That's 4. And we should have 1 more here. Alex Wright, there's 5. There you go. Dave Ryan gave those 5 people memberships. Awesome for that. They don't want us to know about Codius because it might be cover blown. Yeah, I've done the Codius show before. It takes a little while. But Codius is like where all the cryptos connect and they talk to each other. Smart contracts talk to the crypto, which talk to the oracle, smart oracles. The Codius is the god of everything to do with crypto. Makes it all work. Now, last article here. Let's take a look. Tokenization in Europe. Codius is the brain. Yes. When you find somebody in XRP and they're a maxi, ask them, how is it that the XRP ledger interoperates with everybody else? Like, how do they do that? What's the mechanism that allows that to happen? And you're gonna catch 100% of all these crypto influencers. You're gonna catch them off guard if you ask them, how is it that the XRP ledger is interoperable and it can speak with smart contracts from Chainlink, smart contracts from Ethereum? Like, how does the XRP do all this? And you're going to get people that are the XRP. Ask your digital dildo, the guy who has that mastermind group. Well, ask them, how is it that XRP is so interoperable and all this stuff? Like, what makes it work? And they're gonna be like, well, that's what the coders who made it, put in this code. They don't know. It's called Codius. That's the answer. That's the magic answer. Codius makes the XRP ledger interoperable, able to read all kinds of code, to process smart contracts, to pass that information on to the oracles, and then the smart contracts can tell the crypto what to do. It's all due to Codius. That's why. Okay. I'm going to leave it alone at that point with the Codius. Now let's look at right here this article. You've got a company called Midas, Midas. Midas acquired regulatory approval to issue its basis trade in U.S. Treasuries tokens in Liechtenstein, allowing passporting across Germany and all of Europe. So what happened is you got a company called Midas. And what we're seeing now is tokenization. What tokenization is you create crypto. You create a token, right? So you get a real world object like United States Treasuries, okay? You take something like United States Treasuries, you tokenize them out of Liechtenstein, Liechtenstein, however you say that word. I've been talking about Liechtenstein for 4.5 years. If you go back to very, very, very early Crypto Hulk, I told you that Liechtenstein is going to be one of these places where crypto takes off first. You can go back in Crypto Hulk and find that 4.5 years ago. Yep, I was talking about that. Was any other channel? Nope, but I was. I remember that specifically. So Midas makes a deal with this country, Liechtenstein, and they're tokenizing United States Treasuries. And that's good all throughout the whole European Union. Okay. Now, what's interesting here, if we go down to the first paragraph, second, third, fourth, fifth, the sixth paragraph. Okay, sixth paragraph. Midas's treasury bill, it's called TBILL. It's backed by BlackRock's short-term treasury bill exchange. Now that's pretty interesting. We're going to get to that in a minute. There's a Ripple connection. And in this article here, they're talking about there's new types of yield-bearing tokenized products, such as Athena's US dollar. It's a synthetic dollar, okay? It's a synthetic digital dollar. Now we just brought up Midas's treasury bill, which is backed by BlackRock. And then we discussed something called Athena. Now, what's interesting is, well, Athena is a BlackRock project right here. Let me show you this. So now BlackRock is working with a digital dollar, if you want to call it that. Here's your evidence right here. Athena to launch a new stablecoin backed by BlackRock. This news came out about 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. See this right here? Very interesting. Athena is launching a stable coin and BlackRock's involved. Now, look at this article right here. There's a company called Ondo, O-N-D-O, and they happen to be working with BlackRock, and they're going to tokenize real-world assets. Dave Ryan, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. Prayers for Crypto She-Hulk and everyone else in Florida. ATM, stay safe, fam. Hulk, LCX is based out of Liechtenstein. Are you bullish on it? I don't get mixed up in that. So if we look here, Ondo links up with BlackRock. Okay, there's your first article right there. Now, to help make Ondo work, Ondo incorporates Axelar. Here's your Axelar. Ondo Finance and Axelar integrate. Now, lastly, Ripple. Ripple comes into this right here. Let me show you this article right here. Ripple XRP Ledger taps Axelar for real-world assets, cross-chain communication. What I just showed you is we're reading about a company called Midas. Midas gets a green light from the European Union, and they can start tokenizing everything in Europe. And eventually that ends up like every place in the whole world. But Midas, we know, is their crypto is backed by BlackRock. Then I bring to you Ondo, who works with Axelar, that helps BlackRock as well. But Axelar is a partner with Ripple, which I just showed you right here. Now, BlackRock and Ripple and Ondo and Axelar, they're all going to need what they call crypto custody. That means somebody has to protect and hold on to the crypto so it doesn't get hacked or stolen. That's where Ripple comes in, because last year in May, Ripple takes on the crypto custody market with Medico. So Ripple buys a company called Medico, and they hold crypto custody even for one of the biggest banks in the world, HSBC. HSBC is one of the top 3 banks in the world, and they use Medico, which is Ripple, to hold their cryptocurrency. And BlackRock, more than likely, is doing the same. And that right there, 7:30. So we are right at the end of the program at this point here. Let me check here with the comments. So what we have is I just showed you right here. Europe is coming out with MICA, market and crypto assets. Midas is a company that's taking real world assets and tokenizing them. Midas is working with BlackRock. I just showed you a path where Ondo and Axelar and then Ripple comes right in to help with BlackRock. BlackRock is the largest financial institution in the world, actually, the investment corporation, utilizing Ripple XRP, and which is the ledger, the crypto, and the custody. So that is that. 100 miles an hour. It's Crypto She-Hulk. Like, are you at home? Please don't tell me you're at home. You're like, I'm gonna brave it out, Crypto Hulk. What the hell? Yes, sir. Boarded up and ready. Oh my God, are you serious? You're high. What the hell's the matter with you? Wow. If I know that a major storm event is going to where I live in the mountains, I'm getting the fuck out. I'm not hanging out at home. Oh my God. Storm surge is up to 12 feet. Wow. Um, I'm gonna take a couple days off, and I'm gonna go to a hotel somewhere in Mississippi or Georgia, and I'm gonna kind of like wait things out. Some people can't leave. Traffic is backed up for days. Taking your gold and silver and running. The hotels all towards Miami are booked. There's another hurricane behind this one. Mike's truck will get through. I have bankers safe and hope that it weathers the storm. Dang. Wow. I definitely get out of town, but then you got all kind. I mean, the problem is then someone's going to take. Someone might break in and try to take your stuff. So it's kind of like, I mean, there's not enough cops to watch everybody's house. I don't know. That's a difficult call right there. Dave Ryan, please, folks, pray for all these people in harm's way. It weighs 300 pounds. The safe. Damn. I got flooded in 4 feet of water in the UK in 2012. Damn, that's something else. I was the only person who stayed in their home. I get the hell out. Like I'm like this. I'm gonna take whatever I can put in the car and drive about an hour away, whatever it is. I can either go to like Sacramento, San Francisco, or I can go the other route and hit Reno, Nevada, or Las Vegas or something. Like I can get the fuck out. Trust and believe. Anyhow, if I don't make it back on the show the next couple of days, dang. Oh my God. Wow. Bad juju incoming, says Stu Lavelle. I'm going to go. The show's over and I got things I got to do right now. And the people that are Ready for this hurricane. Drive somewhere. That's all I got to say. Take whatever you can put in your car. And other than that, you might have to lose it. I'll see you later. My name's Cryptoholic. I'm still tripping on this is massive. But I'll see you in my next broadcast.